X-Men New Mutants. It's came out recently, you know, it's a film, came out 2020, so it's got that going for it, not many films have. So that's really in the pro section there for watching X-Men New Mutants. So the main character in the film, this lady, she's okay. It's okay. It's not new. It's a fun watch. You know, if you have a few mates on, you just want to be talking through a movie. It's a movie for that. It's not, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna watch this masterpiece. It's not a masterpiece. I found it boring at points just because, you know, the story is kind of about the characters, and when you don't find the characters interesting, you don't find the story that interesting. It's hard to, I found it hard to see the characters as people just because they are, God, it was like just some of the decisions they make, you know, like, oh, this is clearly to move the plot along, this isn't a character doing a character thing. So I lost interest. But fine, I'll skip past it. Because we get to Jonathan, yeah, that kid, whatever his name, Jonathan. He's great. He's great in the film. He's good. I love him. He's the best part in it, at least. The Swedish lady or whatever. Just, oh my, she had the puppet there, like that thing. That's what she's scared of. What? I would give it a 4. Definitely leaning towards a 3, just because. The 4 really is because of Jonathan. Oh, I love this man. I forgot his name. The film isn't very memorable, but Johnny, I remember. He puts on an accent throughout the film. I got wet. But overall, you know, it's not bad. I would rate it a 4 out of 10. You know, it's nothing new. It's an okay film. You know, it came out. It should be its slogan. You know, we're here. You come watch. I mean, if you got some time. To give a brief overview, it's okay. You know, the story is quite simple. It's very easy to follow along. It's, you know, it's a bit fun and weird at times, but those times are very short. They're not, you know, they're very brief. It's an okay film. It's less than average. It's very a C-, you know, type of film. It's the performances, they're not bad. Like, all the performances are great. It's just directing wise and like filmmaking wise, it was very easy. Like, there's nothing new. It was just a very simple story, and in the beginning it's very obvious what's gonna happen. But Russell Crowe, love Russell Crowe. But Russell Crowe, he's pretty great in the film. He's actually, the few good parts I mentioned are a lot of him, because he's just being unhinged and he's just having fun with it. If you're gonna go see the film, I wouldn't recommend it personally. It's a bit fun. There are a few scenes with Russell Crowe that actually like increase the film enjoyment for me, because they're just so weird, and the implications are just so fucking retarded. But he's road raging, and that's the film. There's one thing that just fucking upset me, which is there's a scene where Russell Crowe is chasing lead girl down, and the kid's also in the car. And, you know, they're driving, and what they've done is they've poured water on the road to, like, make the road look nice and black for, like, all the scenes. But what that happens is it leaves, you know, tire tracks in it. And you see, because they're doing car shots, you know, following both the cars. And when, you know, they're weaving through traffic to get away from him, you see where they're going to go, just because the car in front with the camera is going the same way to, you know, get a nice shot. And then also you can see the side roads occasionally are just like pure grey because they didn't bother to water them. It's lazy in that regard. Like, that one just really annoyed me.
I tried to describe this scene, but I couldn't do it, so I'm just gonna show it to you. It's one of the best scenes in the film.
See what you did there? This is for yours. Look what she's done now, Fred.
And it's just so fucking out of place, and it's great. It's so good. Like, why? Why did they put that in there? Yes, it's a 3 out of 10 from me. More leaning towards a 4 just because of my hard-on for Russell Crowe in the film. But besides that, yeah, I wouldn't say go watch it. But I mean, if you find it on a streaming service and you have an hour and you just want to chuck something on while you're on your phone or cooking, it's a good watch like that. You don't need your full attention to it. I wouldn't recommend. I did that and I wanted to die. So 3 out of 10. Boys, Fatman. What? Oh, these 2 other movies. Get them out of here. Get them out of the way. This film. Just put it down on your plate. Get a nice meal out of it. It's a good movie. That's off the bat. I'm gonna run through a few things that I like in it. But first off, actual people care about it. It's not, oh, let's just push a script through production. It's, oh, that's a pretty good script, let's make it. It's good. You know, the people who are behind the camera know what they're doing. You know, there's no weird just shot differences or like, you know, nothing that pulls me out of the film. And the people who wrote the script, oh, they did a perler. They did a fucking good job. And then especially Mel Gibson, he did a cracker job as Fatman himself. I don't remember the hitman. I forget his name, the actor's name. He did a great job as well. Like, there are scenes with him where I just got a smile on my face. I'm like, this is just fucking good. I'm happy to be watching this. Unlike sorry, just had to clear that out. But, you know, this one came out 2020 as well. It came out quite recently, too. And I would recommend and go see it. I wouldn't recommend going to the cinema at all right now, you know, because human contact, not great. But, you know, if you're able to catch it or get a copy of it, it's a good watch. You know, all the films coming out recently, they haven't been great. And this, on its own, is a solid film. And just especially with its market being oversaturated with just shit, it's gonna obviously get more praise. But overall, I would rate it about a 7 out of 10, because it's a great film. You know, everyone behind it put good effort into it, and especially what it's been coming out alongside recently, films haven't been the greatest, and it just being a solid film even elevates it a bit more. And I'm gonna rewatch it most likely. I'll wait until it's, you know, closer to Christmas, but I'll most likely rewatch it before the end of the year. Thanks for you know, watching, stopping by. You're the true gamer here, okay? Shout out to you, man.